ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Mamma Mia.
I was cheated by you, and I think you know where.
Mamma Mia was the world's first jukebox musical, which was a musical where the story was woven around the amazing songs of ABBA. And I think that's where the strength lies. It's not just about the music as well, though. It's about the wonderful story that was created right at the very, very beginning when they were making the show. What we love about on our show, at the end of the show, everybody in the auditorium will be up on their feet, singing along to the songs, really kind of almost saying thank you. The response has been magnificent, and I know for a fact it's going to be even better whilst we're here in Milan. They're some of the greatest hard-working actors that I've worked with, and very much about actors as well. I always say about this show, with the songs, it's very, it's about the story as well. It's something that everybody can relate to, whether you're young, you're old, you're a boy, you're a girl. It's a very relatable story. There's something in there for everyone about love, friendship, and then, of course, as I say, all wound together with the greatest pop music ever written, that of ABBA. I don't know anyone actually who's been to see our show who doesn't know one of the songs of ABBA. We're very lucky that we get to use their catalogue of music to tell our story, and I think even if you don't know the words necessarily, you will know the tune. And what we do as well, we have subtitles so that you can follow along in Italian. And be able to read. It's almost like karaoke. So you will feel when you're sat there that you want to get up on your feet and sing along to these amazing songs.
I think that apart from the fantastic music of ABBA, which feels timeless now, I think that the story appeals to everybody from different generations. There's something that appeals to everybody, whether it's about friendship or love or redemption. And I think even though the story is very simple, it really touches people's hearts. And I've seen the show myself maybe 10 times. And I do think it's a very special show that loads of people can relate to. I did Donna in London for a while, and I've done the tour for 3 years now. But the reason I'm still here and the reason people come back and revisit it is because it's such a great show to work on. So I'm still really enjoying myself. She's a woman who has regret in her life, a woman that's fairly strong but also feels quite vulnerable. I always say that if Donna was a real person, I'd like to be her friend. I think she's a nice woman.
I play Rosie. And she's the caretaker of the 3 women. She looks after the other women, and Sophie is like a goddaughter to Rosie. And she's fun, and she just wants to have a good time. I'm excited. I've never played a theatre in Milan before, or in Italy actually. It's my first time working in a theatre in Italy. So I'm excited. I think they'll be up for a party. I hope they're up for a party anyway.
My character is Tanya. How much of Tanya? Well, Tanya's a bit of a wild child, and she's also a cougar, so she goes for the younger man. She's also been married 3 times. She likes wealthy men. How much of Tanya's in me? Well, I've never gone out with a wealthy man. I always fall for the poor musician. Yes, but I do love young men, I have to say. Or whether they like me or I like them. Anyway, it seems to work. I love ABBA's music. I grew up with ABBA's music. My 2 sisters loved to sing ABBA, so I kind of grew up with it in the house, and my dad loved to sing it as well. I love ABBA's music. I think their lyrics are so fantastic, and I think it's got a real musicality about it. It's wonderful music.
The real message of the musical is that she says, I don't care which one of you is my dad, we've all got to get along, and love's the answer. In the end, doesn't matter who you are, a family can be anything, which I think is a really good message. He's a lot more kind of alpha male than I am. He's a lot grumpier, I think. Quite He arrives with a lot of baggage, emotional baggage. So I'm quite different to Sam, I think. But he looks like me in this.
Sophie is a young 20-year-old. I'm a little bit older than 20, so it's quite nice to pretend like I'm a bit younger every day. And she is very feisty, but she also is quite naive. And she reads this diary that her mum has hidden away in a cupboard, and she kind of from this diary realises that there's 3 possible dads, and she carelessly invites them to her wedding, not expecting them to turn up, and they do. So the story kind of spirals from there. She's a hopeless romantic. I think she's quite like Donna. They're both very feisty, and she's always struggled with this identity crisis that she's had. But as Richard said, love is the answer at the end, and we realise that actually in the bigger picture, in the grander scheme of life, that wasn't what she needed to find out. She just needed to find out who she was. Well, the biggest challenge is the best part about the job, which is the travelling. So it's quite difficult for us sometimes to finish in Greece and go home for a couple of days and come back to Italy and do it in a different theatre with a different language, with different culture. But it is also so exciting, and as a young actress, it's a dream come true to get to travel the world with your job. But it can be very tiring, so it's really important that we look after ourselves when we're on tour.
I don't know what to expect. What I do know is that wherever we go, people do enjoy the show. I think it works. I trust the show. Like when you're in a good play, trust the play. We just do the show, and the show works, I think. So hopefully they'll enjoy themselves.
I think they will.
Yeah, I think they will.
Welcome, and welcome specially to Donna, who represents your family. We're all here.
And welcome to Sophie's dad.
L'abbiamo portato la prima volta nel 2009 in originale, che è stata la prima volta in assoluto in Italia per questo spettacolo, poi ripreso anche in lingua italiana per un lungo periodo sia a Milano che a Roma. In questo caso era inevitabile portare lo spettacolo perché sono quasi 3 anni che gira questa produzione internazionale, la produzione originale di Little Star, con un cast importante, molto importante. Abbiamo una protagonista che si chiama Sarah Poyser, che è donna, che è un primo nome del West End. Di solito questi artisti non girano nelle tournée internazionali, è molto raro. Siamo nelle stesse circostanze, non potevamo non portarlo. È forse il musical più galante di ogni tempo, perché approfondisce veramente in maniera però comprensibile, piacevole e condivisibile la figura femminile, la scompone in 3 componenti molto chiari che però sono all'interno di ogni donna, e fa altrettanto con le figure maschili. È un musical divertente, ma non è un musical comico, spesso si sbaglia su questo, tutt'altro, un musical brillante e molto romantico, come devono essere tutte le storie romantiche.
Love,
Energetic,
Brilliant.
songs,
High energy.
heartfelt,
A fun night.
dancing.
fun.
Fantastic times.
See